What's going on, everybody? It is Saturday. It is April 25th, and it is 13:15. Whew, I've been up for about an hour now. So, this is a Redemption of the Phoenix OG cut update vid. I had a little sleep dirt. There we go, better. So, last night I worked on it from 21:34 to 1:50 in the morning. Good 4 hours and 16 minutes of solid writing. Yeah, I'm up to, ouch, page 30 of 55 for the handwritten pages. 43 pages typed with 20,037 words. Yeah, I hit 20K. I did. I was like, it started out kind of sluggish, but after I got into it a little while, it really took off and I was having a ball. I was watching, what did I watch? Yeah, I watched Hellboy, and then I started to watch The Golden Army. No, I watched the remake of Hellboy first, then I watched the original. Then I was gonna watch Golden Army, but then I decided not to and watched something else. I don't remember what the fuck it was. Yeah, I don't remember. Fuck. Oh well. Or it might have been just those two. Huh. I don't know. Whatever. I could check, but I don't feel like it. Um, but yeah, I had fun. Oh my god, I had so much fun. Um, so putting in the original plot, it's been slightly challenging, but not too bad. Um, there was a like this is the original stuff is the stuff I cut out. Some of it I cut out a lot because that's one. Um, it didn't fit the way um I had the story going, so I just axed it out and said fuck it, I don't need it that badly. I was like, skip it. But then I typed it up and I looked at it and I was like, man, that could have fit. So the thing that I typed up was oh my. Oh, come on. There we go. Was it was a scene on the Obliterator. Or no, the Javelin. I got that shit so mixed up back then. But it was the Javelin in the cargo hold where Lucius was being confronted by Eve over what was his journey and how Trixie had become Archangel Chuundar and stuff. And one of the lines that I wrote this originally, was Trixie being turned into Chuundar, Vong's fault, Lucius abandoning her, his fault. And I looked at that, I was like, damn, she's kind of right. And I thought to myself, damn, I could have left that the fuck in. But the reason I cut it out was because I put in a scene from Ghost. Yeah, Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore Ghost. Whoopi Goldberg too. Yeah, that whole scene where he wanted to touch her and shit. Everybody's been like, wait a minute, that don't work right. And you're thinking, I did that? Yeah, I did. Oh god, it was so funny. And one of the lines Tyra said, is that really possible? But me being a smart, but no, it's a plot device from Ghost. And then I cut it out because I was like, nah. But the whole scene was really good, though. Like looking back at it now, it's really good. It's a good scene. It was just really funny because it was like, oh, that's where I got that shit from. Because a lot of the stuff I've been writing up and stuff, um, I can tie back to its original genesis and go from there. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And it's fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's so much fun going back and being like, oh wow, that's where I got that from. Cool, I like this. And it worked really good. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that shit. Oh my. But yeah, it's been so much fun typing this story up. Mm. What else? Like I've said many times, I know I hate saying it so much, but it's like skipping exposition is nice. Oh my god, so nice. So nice. Um, but the frustrating part about not having the exposition is I can put everything together into a paragraph or two, which saves a lot of time. It does. That saves a lot of time. But it's also confusing because, I'm so used to breaking everything up and having it, section by section. That's something that I didn't pick up on until uh, Fate of the Jedi. Yeah. Yeah, Fate of the Jedi taught me how to do that, and I'm forever grateful for Fate of the Jedi series. Oh my god. Because you'd have that woman's voice come on and be like, Coruscant, such and such, and you'd know where you were. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. And I picked up on that because it was perfect. And it helped me, break up my stories properly to where everything was coherent, everything was cohesive, and you could understand what the fuck was going on versus having a whole paragraph of just action that didn't have any, expansion on it or detail. Also, originally, like everything is the same, but Vanessa's clone regiment, the Swift Scythe, Scythe, Deeth Quaith. Oh my god, the Swift Scythe. They weren't named that in the original version. There was clone troopers. Like I just threw everything in that was cool and running in my head at the time, and didn't give a second thought to it. And I was like, wait a minute, they need more expansion and more explanation to it, so you understand what the fuck they are. So that's what I did. I just threw them in. I did that for the new trilogy, well, the new version of Redemption. But in the original, I didn't really think about that. I was like, oh, this is going to be so cool. And it turned out really fucking cool, and I love it so much. I mean, going back and rereading what I wrote, it's amazing. Plus, I've been shortening words, too. That's nice. What a pain in the ass. Because I wrote a lot of shit out. I put Jedi Master Eve Indigo, Jedi Knight Vanessa Draken, and the Millennium Falcon, Yuuzhan Vong. I'm like, oh, how can I shorten this? The Falcon, Vanessa, Eve. Just everything. That's so much shortening going on. So Mama's little baby got shortened and shortened. Yeah. Oh my god, that's funny. But yeah, am I gonna hit 30,000 words with this story? Maybe. It just might happen. I mean, I'm at 20K right now, the very beginning of 20K. So it's plausible that I might hit 30K. So it will be the – I'm trying to think of word count. I think if I hit 30K with this, it'll be the second or third longest in my saga. That's 2. So, yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. That's 3. Back to back. Sweet. What else was there? I think the big thing about this is how everybody knows each other, and I kind of want to build on that and, go back and redo this, but that's a lot of work. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking work, and to make it considerable it would take a lot of elaboration, and man, that would kill my fucking fingers and my head. So, for now, I'll leave it the way it is, and maybe in the future I'll come back to it and try. I don't know. But, oh my god. Whew. I don't know. And I also, in the last video I did for this, I brought up fanficmatters. That's one of the reasons, because, a lot of people are scared to share their work. I'm not. Depending on what it is. Because all my shit's posted. But the real reason is that, I look back and you always see how Star Wars does a bunch of reshoots and stuff was cut out. And then we never get to see what was added in or what was taken out and stuff. That's why I'm posting all this shit. Because I, want you all, whoever sees this, whoever decides to read my work, I want you to see, my process and how I wrote and how I worked. And you'll get to see everything. You get to see how I brought everything to life, my inspirations, my ups and downs with this shit. We still had a lot of ups and a lot of downs with this. Like the ups being, I have a lot posted. The downs being, whoo, my head hurt doing it. Yeah. So, you get to see, what could have been and what won't happen, what will happen, so on and so forth. Plus, it helps you to figure out whether you want to read this or not. That's the big thing. It's like, do I want to sit back and read all this that he's been talking about, or is it just a bunch of bullshit? I actually had this same conversation with a guy on Twitter yesterday. Yep. We were talking about Phasma and how she just got written off so badly. And it was a healthy conversation. There was no toxicity. Oh my god, what a treat. Oh, it was so good. Like, on screen, she was shit. Yeah, she was total shit. But in the books, my ear. In the books, yeah, her novelization and the comic, she is fucking amazing. And the deleted scene from Last Jedi, which totally shows how she portrays, was cut out, and that sucked. Whatever. But yeah, like, I've talked about this before, why secondary characters aren't important in Star Wars and why they just get written the fuck off. But yeah, we had to talk about that, and I told him, I was like, because this guy is the type, he's a visual person. He likes to see everything on screen versus having to read supplemental material. And by the time we were done talking, I'd convinced him to check out the books. I feel good about that. Like, he's going to read the comic, he's going to read the novel, and understand, just how deep of a character she is. I mean, hell, Phasma is a damn good character. I just can't believe they didn't utilize her more. But that's, like I said, that's what happens when you have a character-heavy universe like Star Wars. Because you can make a film and have, 15, yeah, 15 different people, and the focus will be on the main cast. Secondary characters get maybe a little bit of time, if that, and boom, written off, or boom, killed off too fast. Sucks. It is a tragedy. Ew, that's disgusting. Ew, I had a booger on my chest. Ugh, yuck. Go on now. Ew. That wasn't fetch. Anyway, another TMI. I don't give a fuck. What else was there? Looking at my characters and shit, I really wished I'd have given them more dimensions back then, but I didn't think about that. I just kind of had them, they were just thrown in as, support. Basically, like, everybody was support around Lucius, and Lucius was the main focus. And that's a bad habit I picked up, because they basically did the same thing to Anakin, where everybody around him was just support, and nobody else had evolution for the most part. It's kind of fucked up. But, that's the way it is. Sucks. But, you're like, everyone had evolution. Yeah, but not fully. Yeah, there's just so much, and I didn't understand, I just went by basics and shit, so, I threw everybody in there, and they were just there. They didn't have anything to them at all. Now they have tons of layers to them. They have tons of, intelligence and stuff. So they make sense. They're coherent people. They're not just, one-dimensional boards. I mean, I was in a writer's group, I think, 8 or 9 years ago. Well, let's ballpark it. 6 to 8 years ago at my library. And there was a guy in the group who literally just did talking heads. Yeah. No, he would just make them talking heads. He didn't describe their faces at all. He just talking heads. I'm like, that's not helpful, dude. You got to give them descriptions. And I've done that. I did that a lot. I look at my shit and I'm like, man, I didn't give them any descriptions at all. Barely any descriptions. Ugh. What else did I fuck up? Because, see, I can look back in retrospect and recognize my fuck ups and be like, wow, I am a lot better now than I was then. There's a lot of inspirational shit in the original version, whereas in the new version, there's more, but less and less and more. So it's a little, nice mixture of both, but that's about it. I did let the OT cast lead the story a lot, which was really bad, because I was so... I mean, it's good and it's bad, because it's good because I was still new to writing, so, I needed an anchor to keep me balanced in my work, balance with writing. So that was there. It's also bad because I didn't really let my characters breathe, honestly. Like, well, actually, no, I let the story breathe, but I didn't let my characters breathe, Ouch. Hand got a cramp. better. Um, what else? Oh, I discovered another movie that inspired the shit. Dragon Ball Z, Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, how the fuck did Broly inspire this shit? Um, I had Lucius go dark side for like brief, and uh, I remembered watching Broly back then, and when Broly was a teen, I guess, 12, 13, and he fucked up his dad's eye, and then it shifted to him being older, like his 20s or something, and he's just floating with two energy balls in his hand, in either hand. Yeah, I did that shit too. Oh god. Yep. So that was fun. But I changed it around and stuff. But it was still cool though. It was awesome. For me, it was awesome at the time. But now I'm like, yeah, that was still cool. But now that I've cut that out, well, I'm adding it. It's still in. But the fact that I didn't, oh, that's four. Didn't utilize it in the new version makes it much more coherent, and it makes it better that I didn't put it in there. So you'll see what I'm talking about. How many pages do I think this is going to be? I don't know. Maybe. Well, I did in the beginning. I did say about 60, so I'm about 17 away from that. So it just might happen. I don't know. It might be 60. It might be 70. I can't really say because there's so much left to do yet. I got 25 pages left to type up. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna wake up a little bit more and probably get a shower, and then yeah, I gotta shower and shave because I itch. And then I'll probably do some writing. Try and knock out a little bit more. Maybe we can get a good couple hours of writing done today, hopefully. So, until next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.